Okay, welcome. This is another lesson as we promised to deal with polygons. So in today's lesson we want to look at looking at more about volume of these tubes, and we are able to look at what we call volume, and we stated out what volume is, and then we are also able to look at the different ways how we can find volume. If they want you to find out the part which is shaded, you can still also find it using a formula. So here we want to look more on finding more of this volume, especially when they want you to give or to solve a certain side which is unknown. Okay, so how do you come up with that? For example, here we have our shape, our cuboid, and they are saying find the missing side of the cuboid given the volume as this. So here they have given you the volume and they have hidden one of the sides, so they want you to find those sides. So the concept is simple. One is to be able to know how you can apply the formula. That is what you can really do. So let's get started with this question of ours. So here when you say solution, and we say find the missing of the cuboid given the volume. Okay, so here we have been given the volume. The volume is what? Is 50 centimeters cubed. Then we have our length as 5 centimeters. We have our width. Our width is going to be equal to 3 centimeters. Okay, so now we can now be able to look out at our height. Our height is what? Is nothing. You have not given us the height. So now here we can still use our method for volume. If we know our volume is equal to our length, width, and the height, so we can now be able to find out our height. So this simply means that we shall get our volume, which is 50 centimeters cubed. 50 centimeters cubed should be equal to our length, which is 5 centimeters, and you multiply our width, which is 3 centimeters. You also multiply by our missing, which is height. So we should have our 50 centimeters cubed should be equal to what is 5 times 3? We get 15. So this is 15 times h. We say 50 centimeters cubed should be equal to 15h. When you multiply h by h and 15, we shall be able to get our 15h. So when we get our 15h, that means we can now be able to look and get our h, and get our h. So now here we can say our 50 centimeters cubed should be equal to our 15, should be equal to our what? Our 15h. And for us to get h, we divide this by 15 and also this by 15. So we can cancel and say our h should be equal to our 50 divided by 15. What do you get? Someone with an answer? What do we get if we divide our 50 divided by what? By 15. We have here our 15 and we have 50 here. We want to divide. So if we divide our 50, if we say maybe we try out a 2 times this to get 30, we still have a lot. So we can try out a 3 we say 3 times this, okay, 3 times this, that is 15, something like 45. Okay, so we can try out our 3. When you say 3 times 3 times what? 3 times 15, we shall be able to get our what? Our 45. We subtract this, we see what is remaining. Here we have our 0. Okay, here becomes 10, 5. Then here we remain with 4 here, so this becomes 0. So we still have a 0, 5, which is remaining. So we can say 5 divided by this is impossible. So what do we do to ensure that this increases? We put our point and add our 0. So when we add our 0 here, we have now 50. We still have 50 divided by this. Okay, so we shall still have our 3, and we shall still have our 45. Okay, so we shall still have our 5. Okay, so this number gives us 0.33. okay, so we shall have our height at 3.333. so this number is recurring. What do? We can put that slash up to show that this number is what is recurring. Then this is going to be centimeters. Okay, so this is how we can find out numbers, especially when they have given out the the volume, and you can be able now to find out the missing side. I hope this has been able to take you very well, and also getting out on some skills of how you can find out the missing numbers. Thank you very much for being part of our lesson, and please be able to check out on our playlist for the missed lesson you missed, and also subscribe, comment to tell us on how do you feel this, and how is this suiting you, how are you moving with us, how best can we help you, how best can we do and move together. God bless you. See you in the next lesson.